chapter 3 dulu chapter 3 exercise. Lepas tu mungkin after this a little bit on chapter 4 lah chapter 4 on the concept for discrete probability function. So in chapter 4 normally we will have a uniform distribution, okay, and then we will have binomial and also Poisson distribution. So again for this week, actually we will finish up to binomial distribution. So next week you will start with Dr. Noraslinda for the rest until at the end of the semester lah. So starting from Poisson distribution, and then it should cover binomial approximation, okay, and then you have your normal distribution lah for the last topic, okay. So that part starting from chapter 3, okay, chapter 3 random variable and also special probability distribution. So that one will be in your upcoming test 2 lah So please check the schedule for your test 2. Rasanya kalau tak salah saya end of June lah end of June. Okay, so but please remind your group assignment tu should start lah sebab nanti at the end of the semester nanti busy pula kalau let's say if you have another assignment from other subject. Okay. Okay, so can we discuss on chapter 3 exercise? Boleh? Okay, I already assigned your group assignment, not really assignment lah tutorial exercise. So can we, I skip question number 1. I think question number 1, number 2 tu actually semua orang boleh buat juga lah So just a simple one. Can we start with question number 2? Okay, question number 2 here. Which group you want me to share the solution from the Padlet ataupun you want to share from you want to share on your own? Kalau tidak saya stop sharing dulu. Nak saya share daripada Padlet punya solution ke ataupun you want to take over sharing the screen? Okay, group number 2 siapa Saya kena buka Padlet lah. Sekejap ya. Ada yang nak menjawab ke? Sekejap ya. Okay, group 2. Group 2. Question number 2, group apa ni? The boys. Okay, you want to share the slide or not slide lah, you punya PDF ke apa ke? Or you want me to share from your Padlet? Daripada Padlet ke? Group number 2 dia siapa? Ada yang nak bersuara? Gan Yu Heng Joseph, Muhammad Firdaus Nukman, Sean Ching Ing. Okay, who is the representative for this group? Ada siapa? Okay, boleh nampak daripada saya punya Microsoft Edge ni, your Padlet exercise, question number 2. Question number 2, exercise chapter 3. Okay, can one ke 2 ke, tak kisahlah how you want to present it. Maybe just present the solution to your friend. Boleh? Siapa nak ambil alih ni? Mana orangnya ni? Ada tak? Muhammad Firdaus Nukman, ada tak dalam ni kelas? Are you here? Can you on your microphone? Adakah? Or any of the team member? Group leadernya siapa ni? Gan Yu Heng? Are you here?
Yes, doctor.
You would like to present it?
Okay.
Okay, I will share it again. Sekejap, ya, sekejap. Okay. You want me to share the from the Padlet or you want to share on your own? I already shared the screen here. Pardon?
You help me share, doctor.
Okay. Boleh nampak eh?
Can.
Okay. Can you just maybe read the question and then explain it how you solve this question?
Each player is given 3 chances to throw a tennis ball. The probability that any player can throw the ball into the basket is 0.4. Let x represent the number of tennis balls thrown in a basket. Show that x is a discrete probability function and compute its probability. So from here we can know that each player is given 3 chances. So we draw the tree diagram for the T1, T2, and T3 chance. So the probability that can throw into the basket is 0.4. So we draw the tree diagram in 3 experiments. So from there we can know that we can draw the calculate it. So when the ball is probability x equal to 0, so means that the ball is not thrown into the basket. So we do that 0.6 times 0.6 times 0.6, so we can get 0.216. Then the scan, so we can the scan is the probability x equal to 1. It means that the player can throw the chance into the basket is 1. So we can multiply with 0.4, multiply with 0.6, and multiply with 0.6 times 3, because each player is given 3 times, so we can get 0.432 and so on. So same with probability x equal to 2 and x equal to 3. So from probability x equal to 2 we can get 0.288, and probability x equal to 3 we can get 0.064. From there we can draw the table x 0, 1, 2, 3 and probability that we can get. So doctor, can you help me scroll down?
Okay.
So to check that either is the discrete probability function, so we can sum the probability, or then we can get 1. So if it's 1, so it's a discrete probability function.
Okay, thank you. Do you have any question for this group? Okay, so again lah, so the answer is correct. So again, because we have 3 chances, okay. So the probability is already given. You have 0.4 and also 0.6. So the best thing is to draw a tree diagram. Okay. So you can draw the tree diagram, and then what you want to find, you based on your x random variable. So x here is number of tennis ball thrown in a basket. Okay. So the probability if any player can throw the ball into the basket is 0.4. So the complement is 0.6 lah. So you find probability x equal to 0, x equal to 1, and so on. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3 is your small x, and then you want to find your probability. Okay. So ini just because he already draw the 3 diagrams, so it's okay lah kalau let's say 0.4, 0.6, 0.6, and then just multiply with 3. So because we have 3 cases to find, ataupun 3 ways to find probability x equals to 1. Okay, so proceed. So this one, okay, I just stop sharing this one first. Okay, so the next one. Okay, next one, question number 3. So question number 3. Question number 3, Wakanda forever. Okay, so again, mana nama group dia? Okay, this one. Adakah group Wakanda ni dah hantar ke? Mana saya cari tak? Okay. I will share the Padlet. Okay, so who's the one who would like to present? Question number 3. Okay.
So suppose that a box contains 7 red balls and 3 blue balls. If 3 balls are selected at random without replacement, determine the probability function of the number of red balls that will be obtained. So here we got two outcomes, red and blue. For red, we have 7/10 and blue 3/10. And those are the probabilities. And then to find the answer, we have s equal to 0, s equal to 1, 2, and 3. So the probability for x equal to 1, x equal to 0 is 0.0083. And probability for x equal to 1 is 0.175. Probability for x equal to 2 is 0.525. And probability for x equal to 3 is 0.2917. So that is the answer for 1. The second one, find the probability that at least 3 red balls will be obtained. So probability x equal to 3 is 0.2917.
So answer dalam buku tu salah modul dia?
Ya betul.
Okay. Yang maybe yang the rest tu you can correct the answer in question exercise chapter 3, question 3 part 2, right? Part 2 je kan?
Part 1.
Oh, part 1, sorry. Okay, part 1. Part 2 tu betul? Okay, part 1 So the answer can be depends lah if you want to put in fraction boleh lah ataupun dalam bentuk decimal point. So mana-mana satu pun kita accept lah So again kalau tak dalam decimal point at least 3 or 4 decimal point. So total up you double check it will give you equals to 1 So you have here is your probability function. So again read the question carefully. The process is without replacement. So that's why number of sample space je should reduce by 1 for each time. Okay, and also dia punya number of event lah yang kita cari. Okay, so any question on question number 3 from other student? Okay, nanti you all try back for each question cuba balik lah. Dah solution dah ada, step dah ada. So just refer back. Okay, thank you. Okay, I stop this one stop sharing this one. Okay, we share back the okay, question number 4 So question number 4 group mana question number 4 Okay, Gentleman's Club. Okay, siapa punya ni? Okay, sekejap. Saya buka dia punya ni. Okay, so who the one who want to present? Kalau banyak boleh je seorang satu. Okay, question number 4. Any representative? Ada? Aiman?
Saya pun ada.
Kau salam, kau salam.
So for number 1, kita kena klik dulu part atas tu.
Kuasa Kak Iman tak apa clear lah kamu punya suara. Boleh dengar tak? Saya tak dengar suara Aiman ni.
Okay, hello doktor.
Boleh, boleh. Okay, clear.
Saya tak, saya ganti Aiman lah. Kita orang satu grup, satu grup.
Okay, ni siapa ni?
Akil, Akil.
Akil, okay, Akil.
Okay. So question 4 dia kata let k be a constant and consider the density function. Dia bagi 3 function.
Okay.
First function yang first k in bracket 2 minus y. So itu interval dia untuk y daripada 0 to 1. Then yang kedua 3k tu untuk interval y daripada 1 ke 2. Then otherwise dia kata kosong. So yang first dia kata find the value of k. So we know that the total probability akan jadi equal to 1 kan. So you just substitute just find the probability untuk each interval, then kita akan dapat k lah.
Okay.
Okay, that is for number 1. Then bila dah dapat k, kita masukkan balik dalam function. Untuk yang second, dia kata find the cumulative distribution function f besar y tu. So kita kena integrate each of the function. So untuk first interval 0 between 0 and 1, kita integrate function yang tadi k in bracket 2 minus y tu, tapi dah ada nilai k, so kita kalau integrate tu kita akan dapat function dia 4/9y tolak y square over 9. Itu untuk interval yang first. Yang interval second sama juga, yang 3k tu kita integrate respect to y. Yang tu saya buat y dia equal to 0. Maknanya y to the power of 0 sebab dia tak ada apa variable y kan. So bila kita integrate dapat 2y over 3 untuk yang tu. Yang ni untuk yang second interval ni dia tak sama dengan answer lah. So tak tahulah betul ke tak doktor.
Yang mana? Yang second interval?
Yang daripada interval between 1 to 2 tu. Kita orang dapat 2y over 3. Tapi kalau dekat jawapan dia kata 6y
Dia
6y over 9 minus 3 over 9. Tapi kalau untuk question yang 3 Roman dengan 4 Roman tu, bila kita orang masukkan nilai yang ni, boleh dapat jawapan.
yang okey, soalan nombor 3 dengan 4 tu dapat jawapan dia.
Dapat. Tapi untuk yang 2 Roman ni tak dapat lah, yang untuk second interval tu.
Kejap. Saya rasa sebab kamu punya ni tak add kumulatif tu.
Oh, okey.
Perasan tak? Sekejap ya.
Oh, okey.
Sekejap, nanti saya lihat. Yang nombor 2, 3 dengan 4 tu tak ada masalah kan? Okey kan?
Okey.
Sekejap. Nanti saya stop sharing, saya share dalam, saya kena download dulu saya kalau. Okay, saya share dalam Microsoft apa? Ni sebab tak boleh nak conteng ni. Ni nampak tak ni? Ini. Nampak ke?
Nampak doktor.
Okay, kalau yang first tu okey lah. This one. Okay. Nampak saya conteng Nampak
Nampak
So
doktor.
again, kalau kat sini kiranya kamu kena consider dia dalam jawapan tu dia tertinggal satu sebenarnya ni. It should be what happen when y less than 0. Okay, maksudnya kat sini you have y less than 0. So kamu punya f capital Fy tu. So again lah kalau kita ada ini from katakan minus infinity up to y. So 0 dt. So 0 density lah. So itu yang tertinggal yang first lah, y less than 0. Okay. Lepas tu kita consider lah 0 up to 1. Okay. Tapi yang kita integrate sebenarnya, yang kamu integrate ni 0 up to 1 terus
Sebab kalau daripada negative infinity up to y tu kita akan dapat density dia 0 juga kan.
Okay,
Macam
cuba
tu lah.
sekejap. Okay. Katakan saya buat kat sini ya. This should be capital Fy. Okay. Minus infinity up to 0. Okay, 0 density plus 0 up to y. Y 2 over 9. 2 minus t dt. Nampak ke saya ni?
Nampak betul.
Okay, so this one. So kalau kat sini actually kita tak integrate sampai habis tau. Kita integrate 0 up to y. So 2 over 9, 2 minus t. Tapi kamu punya tu betul lah. To y. Cuma kat sini ni kamu tak gantikan. Ini bukan 1 kan ni? Nampak tak yang sebulat ni? 1 ke y ke apa ke?
Itu 1 lah. 1
Tapi
dia
kalau
punya tunggu saya.
okay, kalau 1, okay, kalau 1 kamu dapat nilai dah. Faham tak? Kamu tak dapatlah dalam bentuk y kat sini and so on.
Oh, okay.
Kan? Kalau kamu ganti y equals to 1, 2 minus half lah kiranya. So dapat value. Sebab kita nak function, kita nak dalam bentuk variable ada y ataupun x lah. So untuk yang first step tu, okay, y less than 0. So what happen when y less than 0? So capital Fy. So kita integrate minus infinity up to y, 0 density. Sebab dia tak define lah. Memang ada 0, ada y tu. Okay, 0. So itu first step dia. So second step, yang kamu ada ini minus infinity up to 0. Tapi 0 up to y. Kamu punya ni, integration kamu tu betul. Tapi sebab kat sini tak nak confuse kat dalam ni. Okay, tak nak confuse kat dalam ni. Ini nampak ini. Kamu letaklah. Ataupun, saya pandang sini. Letak T.
Kalau saya review kat modul dia assign variable lain dekat situ. Lepas tu nanti baru dia akan masukkan y balik. Macam tu ya betul.
Ya betul. Maksudnya kat sini, kat sini kan 0 y 2 over 9 2 minus t dt. So integrate, hasil integration kamu tu betul. Cuma last kali gantikan y, bukannya 1. Sebab kalau kamu ganti 1 memang dapat value kat sini lah. Tapi sebab kamu dah anggap itu y, ini sebenarnya kalau saya rasa kamu masukkan y ni. Okay, jawapan belakang sama kan? Ini, yang first.
Yang first sama.
First sama, okay. Yang kedua ni, kamu tertinggal dia punya kumulatif lah. Maksudnya, mana sudah conteng. Okay, katakan kat sini yang kedua So 1 up to 2. So okay, sama. Minus infinity up to 0. 0 dt. Sekarang ni baru ganti value. 0 up to 1. Okay, 2 over 9. Repeat balik. 2 minus t dt. Tadi kita letak y. Sekarang kita letak value. Plus 1 up to y. Function yang kedua tu lah. 1 up to y. 3k kan? Okay, 3k. Okay, 3k. Okay, dia dah dapat. Sekejap. Okay, kamu apa? 2 over 9. So, 3k, 2 over 9. So, letak 6 over 9 6 over 9. Ni macam tu. Okay. So, bila kamu integrate ni, yang first ni, dah dapat value. Okay. And then plus kat sini, tambahlah 6 over 9y. Sorry, y pula dah. 6 over 9 okay, t. Ganti nilai 1 up to y. Baru kita dapat jawapan belakang. Sebab yang kamu miss kat sini ni. Okay. Yang kamu miss kat depan ni. Ni. Sebab kamu punya satu step je kat sini. Nampak ni? Sebab yang kamu buat tu 1 up to ni je. Tapi kita patutnya minus infinity up to 0. 0 up to 1. Baru plus yang kamu buat ni. Sebab tu kamu tertinggal berapa term tu. Yang tu. Okay. Yang last tu betul. Yang last x greater than 2 kan. Cuma last tu betul. Cuma kita tak ada yang depan tu lah. Minus infinity up to 0. Kalau letak boleh letak. Sebab 0 je. 0 up to 1. 1 up to 2. 2 up to something. Betul lah, itu 1. Okay. So select kat sini je lah yang ni. Okay. Yang lain tu kalau yang ni you want to integrate from 0.2 up to 0.8. So again itulah 419. Kamu guna kumulatif ke kamu guna dia punya ni
Tak. Guna yang function
Capital F.
dia bagi.
Function small f lah.
Small f.
Small f. Okay. Betul lah. Okay. Yang ni pun sama kan 0.5 cuma split kan lah 0.5 up to 1, 1 up to 1.5. Okay. Dia ada dua cara juga untuk yang 3 dengan 4 ni. Katakan kamu tak nak guna yang small f yang dia bagi tu, guna capital F yang kamu dah dapat. Tapi make sure capital F tu betul lah. Kalau tak sure, guna baliklah small f. Sebab kalau capital F benda yang sama sebenarnya. Kita akan buat capital F 0.8 minus capital F 0.2. Ini. Tapi kalau yang ni, dia kena split lah sebab dia ada dua range. Kalau yang ni 0.2 sampai 0.8 okey sebab dia termasuk dalam range yang pertama. Tapi kalau yang ni 0.5 up to 1 dia akan jadi macam ni lah tapi sebenarnya dia, it will be cancel out jugalah. Okey, katakan ini So kita ada F1 minus F0.5 plus F1.5 minus capital F1. So yang ni F1 tu dia akan cancel out. Yang tinggal sebenarnya F1.5 minus F0.5. Itu kalau kita pakai capital F. Okay. Nanti cuba betulkan balik, upload balik lah kot. Nanti in case takut kawan yang lain confuse. Yang bahagian ni lah.
Okey doktor.
Okay. Okay,
Okay,
ada
thank you,
soalan-soalan lain ke yang daripada grup lain? Ada nak bertanya yang ni? Boleh faham ke yang lain? Okay, tak ada Okay, nanti kamu check balik. Okay, macam mana nak dapatkan dia punya kumulatif lah yang betulnya. Okay, I just stop this one. Okay, question number 5 Question number 5. Question number 5 siapa buat Question number 5. Mana nak jadi? Okay, this group question number 5. Boleh? Okay, question number 5 siapa? Group mana? Group ni. Sorry, Fast and Furious. Anyone? Ada siapa nak present? Okay, one person from this group.
Madam,
Yes. Okay, proceed je.
okey, soalan 1 senang saja. Letak x sama dengan -1, 0, 1, 2. Letak dalam x saja. Lepas tu tambah semua dapat c equal to 1/6. Lepas
Okay.
tu kedua x dari -1 to 2. So coba. Madam, kami post yang salah punya.
Solution yang salah.
Kami
want to
post, kami post salam ya.
you want to share your own? Kalau tidak, you can share. Instead of saya share, you boleh share jugalah.
Ya.
Sure, I just proceed with question number 6 dulu Nanti you once you ready, you inform back. Okay? Nak tak? Okay. So kita proceed dulu Cek soalan just stop this one dulu. Question 6 Okay, question 6 boleh present dulu. Sementara tunggu rakan.
Hi, Miss. Can I present for this? Can I
Yes,
explain for this?
okay, sure. Okay.
Hi, Miss. Our first question for question number 6 is to find the value of u and v. The question gave that ex equals to 0.55. So when we added all the values of x, the answer should be 0.55. So we use sublimation method to find out the value of u and v, which is 0.4 and 0.1. The next part is to find the ex square. I mean variance x value means. So at first we started to find out the ex square value, which is to square the number of the value of the x x with the x value, and we found out the variance x value is 2.2275. Means for the last question we were not sure how to do this. Means we were confused with that.
As expected value 2x minus 4, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, you already done 2ex. Okay.
Yeah.
Betul tu? Minus 2.9, the answer is correct.
So this one we just try to deduce from the equation and try substituting the x value means. Actually, we didn't know how to do the C part. We were confused with that.
Oh, okay. First, you already find your ex, right? Ex is already given is 0.55. Okay. So we have expected value 2x minus 4, not plus, 2x minus 4. So we just follow the properties for expected value. Okay, properties for expected value. Sekejap. Share again this one. Okay. Ini tak ada pula. Okay, itu pula. Okay, so this one you have expected value 2x minus 4. So 2ex minus 4, that is follows the properties for expected value ni. Okay. So again, you already have your ex, which is 0.55. So the way you write here is already correct lah. 2 multiply with 0.55 and then minus 4. So that's why you get minus 2.9. Okay.
Alright.
Itu je.
Sure,
Itu
Miss.
je.
Okay, understand.
Itu je dia punya ni. Just follow je. Tapi dah betul dah tu dia punya kaedah tu. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you,
Okay,
Miss.
thank you. Nanti kita go back kepada Chua dah ada kan solution tadi? Ke belum lagi?
Sama punya tadi.
Dah, okay. Dah ada solution dia?
Ada.
Is it the same you want me to share or you want to share?
Same.
Same yang tadi. Betul lah tadi tu.
Hmm.
Kejap. Okay, this one Apa?
Okay, for number 2, just put the c into the equation 1 minus x square and put the negative 1, 1 and 2 in front of the equation. So get the ex. Number 3, to find the variance, you must get ex square. So same as the above. We just square it and we get 6. Ex square is 6 and ex square is negative 1/3 square. So we get variance of x is 53/9. And also variance for 2x plus 3, we just do like that lor.
The last answer tu berapa ya? Variance. So you get variance 2x plus 3 to 212/9. Is it?
Ya,
Answer dia sama tak kat belakang? Jawapan yang diberitahu sama tak?
tak sama
Tak sama.
Ya.
Okay. Okay, so kat sini we have here is your expected value. Okay, again. Normally before you start with writing your solution tu, kalau boleh you just write summation x times your probability. Okay. And then baru masukkan lah. Let's say if you have -1 and then you multiply lah you punya probability which is your C already given 1/6 and then substitute lah for each one. Okay. And then the same procedure for ex square. So just write summation x square times probability and then show your step here. So here dia dapat ex square 6. Variance dia again ex square minus ex and then square the value. So that is your variance x. Okay, 53/9 Okay. Jawapan yang tak sama tu mana? Variance x ke variance 2x plus 3?
Yang belakang dia punya ex tambah 3 tak ada jawapan ya. Dia hanya ada variance x saja.
So dia ada variance x dia or variance 2x plus 3 tak ada. Variance x tu betul tak?
Dia 52.
52. The answer should be 53. Okay. Kita double check kalau let's say ni pun saya tak sure. I'm not have the new module. So again ini 53. So kalau ikut dia punya properties tu betul lah variance 2x plus 3. So you square 2 square so 4 variance x and then you substitute. Okay, so ada apa-apa soalan ke daripada grup lain for this one? Okay, thank you Chua. Okay, we proceed with the next one. 7 Question 7. Question 7. Question 7 siapa buat Grup mana saya tak nampak ni. 7. Ni pula 7 ni. Okay, ni this one. Okay, Lee Chin Eun. Oh, Andy.
Hello, doctor. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, now let me refer to the question first. Oh, so they give two. One is like the cumulative distribution, and the other one is not cumulative. It's like the discrete. So we all know that the total is 1. And it must be 0 or larger than 0. So as for A, it's 0.1, same as the cumulative, because it starts from y equals to 1. As for B, the total is 0.5 cumulative. That means 1 plus 2 is 0.5. The first one, when y equals to 1, and when you add up the one y equals to 2, the total is 0.5. So we know that a plus b equals to 0.5. Then b is 0.4. As for c, as I mentioned earlier, the total is 1. So a plus b plus 0.3 equals to c, plus c equals to 0.1. So c is 0. Yeah, 0.2. And d is cumulative, is the probability of when y equals to 1 add up with y equals to 2 and y equals to 3. So it's 0.1 plus 0.5 plus 0.3. I'm sorry, 0.1, 0.4, and 0.3 equals to d. So d is 0.8. So we finished the first question, find the value of a, b, c, d. So the second question is when the probability of y is equal or larger to 2. So like I written, when y equals to 2, y equals to 3, and y equals to 4. Like the maximum is y equals to 4. So just plug in the numbers 0.4 plus 0.3 plus 0.2 and you get 0.9. It's still smaller than 1. So that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So again, kalau let's say because in question number 7, we give you a probability function, probability distribution, and the other one is capital F, cumulative. So again, for the last one too, if you want to find probability y greater than or equals to 2, it's the same thing lah. Let's say if you want to have 1 minus probability y less than or equals to 1. So actually you can have 1 minus capital F1 je lah. So capital F2 you already have from your table in your cumulative distribution function. Okay. But it's the same thing lah kalau nak buat y2, y3, y4 pun sama juga. So the same one. Okay, thank you for that one. So again, we proceed with question number 8. Okay, question number 8. Anyone? Okay, sila.
Okay, for number 8. First question, find c. We need to integrate from 0 up to 3, c times 9 minus x power of 2 dx equal to 1. We integrate this and we will get c equal to 1 over 18. For the second question, find the cumulative distribution of x. Firstly, we need to consider what will happen if x less than 0. So integrate from minus infinity to x, 0 density, and we will get 0. And then we need to find the function of range x greater than 0 and less than 3. Integrate minus infinity up to 0, 0 density, plus integrate 0 to x, 1 over 18 times 9 minus e power of 2 density. Integrate this and the answer that we got is x over 18 times 9 minus x power of 2 over 3. For the third one, here we also need to consider what will happen when x greater or equal to 3. The original range, it actually doesn't have equality, but it doesn't matter we want with equality or not, because this is continuous random variables, so it is not affected. Integrate from minus infinity up to 0, 0 density, plus integrate from 0 to 3, 1 over 18 times 9 minus t power of 2 density, plus integrate from 3 to x, 0 density. The last answer we will get 1. So we will get the cumulative distribution fx. The third equation is compute ex and variance. To find ex, just substitute in the formula and the last answer is 1.125. To find the variance, first we need to find ex power of 2. So integrate from 0 up to 3 x power of 2 times 1 over 18 times 9 minus x power of 2 dx. Then we will get 1.8. So to find the variance, just substitute in the formula and we will get 0.5344.
Okay. Okay, jawapan belakang semua betul tak ada masalah kan jawapan. Okay, thank you. Okay, direct je tak ada apa-apa kan nak tanya? Okay, we proceed with question number 9. Question number 9. Okay, so this one. Okay, siapa nak present? This one, question number 9.
Hello.
Yes.
Question ni dia bagi capital F. So untuk dapatkan answer, you need to differentiate capital F dulu. So
Okay.
you will get 0.2 and 1 is 0. 0 is for otherwise. So for question 1, you need to find less than 2. So you integrate integrate 0 to 2. You will get the answer. For question number 2, you will need to integrate 1 to 4 and you will get 0.6. And for the last question, greater than 3, you need to integrate 3 to 5 and you will get 0.4. That's all.
Okay. Okay, so any question for question number 9? Ada tak apa-apa soalan nak tanya? Okay, so again lah, as mentioned that we have here is your cumulative capital F. Okay. So again, dia punya approach finding the density function. Okay. By finding the density function or probability density function, when you want to find your probability, normally we integrate lah. But again, another approach, since you already have your capital F, okay, when you want to find your probability x less than 2, so again, so this one is your continuous, so either ada equality, tak ada equality pun is the same thing. Okay, probability x less than 2 is the same thing if you want to find capital F2. So capital F2, check x equals to 2 kat mana, kat second range. So we just ni je lah 0.2 times 2. Okay, so you get direct answer lah. So the same thing, x between 1 and 4 is the same thing if you solve capital F4 minus capital F1. So again here, gantikan nilai je. So probability x greater than 3. So probability x greater than 3. So sama juga kalau dia pakai density function, he will integrate from 3 up to 5 lah, because we have range is up to 5. Or 1 minus, okay, 1 minus F3 lah. So kalau kat sini kita adalah F3 gantikan nilai 0.2 times 3. So mana-mana sama, mana-mana pun sama. Okay. Either you want to use density function. So density function you need to differentiate dulu. Dapat density, integrate. Or directly, saving your time, you just use cumulative capital F because you want to find your probability. Okay, sebab kalau probability x less than 2, so the same thing lah, F2, capital F2, F4 minus F1. Nah, ni 1 minus. Ya, boleh ya? So itu dia punya alternative dia lah. Choice for you, how you want to solve the question. Boleh faham ya? Dua cara nak menggunakan density pun boleh, ataupun menggunakan dia punya konsep kumulatif. Terus substitute dia punya value. Tapi you kena check lah dia punya range tu dulu. Okay. Okay, that one. Okay, question number 10. So question number 10. Okay, siapa nak explain? Luqman ke siapa ni? So any of the team member?
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Question number 10, a continuous random variable x with the following probability density function, which is given as fx cx over 3, x more than 0 and x less than 3, c 3 less than x less than 4, 0 elsewhere. Find c, ex and var x. So C, straightforward, integrate 0 to 3 plus 3 to 4 sama dengan 1. So we can actually get the value for C easily. So lepas dah dapat C, EX. EX ni ada dua cara. Either kita nak terus masukkan nilai C ataupun kita nak biarkan C itu dulu, last sekali baru masukkan nilai C. So for EX, I try doing the with insert the value of c, and then I get the answer 13/5 for ex, same as the answer from behind the answer book, answer to exercise chapter 3 book. And then ex squared, like sebab nak cari var x. So ex squared ni kita try variasi, which is biarkan c tu dulu. Last kali baru letak masukkan in IC. So I did both. So kalau for ex squared ni, we put c, we let c be c until the end answer when we substitute c, which is 2/5. So dapatlah var x, ex squared minus ex squared. 229 over 30 minus 13/5 squared, 131 over 150. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Ada apa-apa soalan ke nak tanya yang ni, grup ni? Direct je kan? Okay, first again lah, find kau punya nilai C, and then use the formula to find your EX and also your variance. Okay. So last question number 11 we go for question number 11. Okay, last and not last lah, question number 11. So any team member for this one?
Doctor, I'm going to present this question.
Okay.
For question 11, the question will mention density function of x is given by fx, and we know that density function, the condition will be the total area under the graph is 1, so we know that integrate 0 to 1 fx dx is equals to 1. So we just substitute x and also the fx equals to 1, and we just substitute the value, and we will get a equals to 1 minus b over 3. And the question also given ex equals to 3/5. So for the formula, we know that is integrate x fx dx. So we just substitute fx into the equation and also integrate 0 to 1. Then we will get 2a plus b equals to 12/5. And this will be equation number 2. Then we just do simultaneous equation and we will get a equals to 3/5 and b equals to 6/5. For the second Roman, the question was variance of x. So for the formula is x squared minus column ex power of 2. Then we already know the ex is 3/5, so we just need to calculate for the x squared. So we will get the answer is 11/25. Then we just substitute the value. Then we will get 2/25. Yes, that's all.
Okay, thank you. So again so question number 11 tu dia ada dua approach lah sorry. First, the total probability ataupun total area under the curve is equals to 1. Okay, so you get the first equation. Okay, and then use the expected value is already given 3/5. Okay, gantikan formula integration x fx dx, and then baru dia solve dapatkan nilai a and also nilai b, and then proceed lah find your ex square and also your variance x. Okay, for the last question, question number 12. Question number 12. Okay, this one. So, siapa present this one? Okay, can you try?
So the questions 1 is asking for us to show the k equals to 12. So firstly, we integrate the equation that given by the questions, which is k multiple x squared minus x cubed. And after integrate, we let it equals to 1. And then we just move the equations and we could find k equals to 12. So That's for questions 1. And for questions 2 is asking for the probability of x between 0 and 0.5. So this is also same with the questions 1, but it's only integrate. We just integrate the equations and sub 0 and 0.5 inside, and we could get 5/16. So for questions 3 is asking for the mean, the EX. It wants us to show EX equals to 3/5. So we just use the formula EX equals to integrate X multiple Fx and just sub the, you just sub inside the formula and integrate it, and we could get 3/5. So for the questions 4 is asking for the standard deviation of 3x minus 8. So firstly, we need to find the variance x. So using the formula and by the values that given by the questions, we could find 1/25 for the variance x, and we use 1/25 to find variance 3x minus a. So the formula for the formula is variance bracket ax plus minus b bracket equals to a square variance x. So we just sub inside and we could get 9/25. And this answer is only for variance. So the question is asking for standard deviation. So we need to square root 9/25 to get 3/5. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, thank you, Shine. Okay, so that's complete chapter 3 exercise. I think everyone again, even though saya assign one question for each group, okay, tapi try lah buat semua, okay, and then double check lah your answer with your friends punya solution in the Padlet. Okay, we proceed with the today's punya lecture lah sikit Okay, kita masuk chapter 4. So actually chapter 4 is on the special discrete distribution. Okay. So during your foundation, again, as I already mentioned, you will look at uniform distribution, binomial, and also Poisson distribution. For continuous, we will have a normal distribution. And then we will have a normal approximation and also your Poisson approximation. For case when your value is not in your statistical table. Okay, so the first discrete distribution, we will have a uniform distribution. So actually in Malay, okay, uniform distribution tu maksudnya adalah taburan seragam. Okay. So untuk uniform distribution, we have uniform distribution for a discrete random variable and also for continuous random variable. Okay, so kalau uniform taburan seragam, we have two variable, either discrete ataupun continuous. Okay, so again, a discrete uniform distribution is a probability distribution with constant probability for all x. Okay, for example, let's say if we have a dice, okay, kita lambungkan sebiji dadu. So the outcome ataupun dia punya sample space dia, it can be either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the chances we get number 1 is 1/6. The chances we get number 2 is also 1/6. Ataupun the chances we get number 6 is 1/6. Maksudnya we have a constant probability. So that one we call as a discrete uniform distribution. Okay. So if we look at the punya definition lah, this distribution is defined by two parameters. Okay, parameter A, parameter B. A is your minimum, B is your maximum. So what is A, what is B? Actually your punya range ni. Okay. So again, kalau discrete probability function for a discrete random variable, we call probability mass function. If we have for continuous, we call as probability density function. So kalau continuous, okay, so you will have PDF, probability density function. For discrete, probability mass function. So for uniform discrete distribution, we have 1 over n. Okay, from A up to B. Okay, for example lah, let's say kita ada dadu tadi, dice. So probability dia adalah 1 over 6 for each value of x. Okay. So here is the formula for expected value. If you want to find your expected value, you just have your average A plus B divided by 2. Okay, kamu punya minimum value plus maximum value divided by 2. If you want to find your variance here, the formula is n square minus 1 over 12. Okay, so the formula for expected value and variance here is given lah. So kita ada expected value half A plus B, variance dia adalah n square minus 1 over 12. Yes, for each discrete distribution, we will have the expected value and also the variance. Okay, later on nanti kita tengok pula apa expected value dengan variance for binomial distribution and also Poisson distribution. Yeah, so itu maksud uniform distribution. It can be discrete, it can be continuous. Okay, for first case ni kita discuss dulu on discrete punya approach. Okay, so discrete probability dia sama. So you have 1 over n. Okay, chances dia. Okay, for example, let's say if we roll a dice. Okay, rolling a dice. So sample space tadi kita list your sample space, your outcome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you want to find the probability that an odd number appear when rolling the dice. So odd number, it can be either 1, 3, and 5. Okay, ni. 1, 3, and 5. So probability setiap satu tu adalah 1 over 6. So altogether you will have 3 over 6, which is 0.5. Okay, odd number. So kalau even number pun sama lah, 2, 4, 6. So again, probability dia sama, 3 over 6. Okay. And then you want to find the probability that the number appear when rolling the dice is less than 4. Probability X less than 4. So tak termasuk 4 because this one is a discrete. So discrete equality ni kena check betul-betul lah ada equality ataupun tidak. So probability X less than 4. So X equals to 1, X equals to 2, X equals to 3. So again sama 3 over 6. So now you want to find your expected value and also your variance. So expected value tadi A plus B over 2. Okay, so A dia punya value yang pertama lah, which is your 1. B yang terakhir, which is 6. So 1 plus 6 divided by 2. Your variance, again, n square minus 1 over 12. Okay, your punya number tadi kita ada 6 lah ya, sample space dia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and then you get your variance. Okay, formula for expected value and also your variance for your uniform distribution. Okay, so that's one. Kalau kita ada example dia, dice. Okay, the chances is the same, probability dia sama. If the probability is a constant probability for all x, so that means that one is a discrete uniform distribution. Okay, for example, this one, task 4.1. We have here is a telephone number, is selected at random. Suppose x is the first digit of selected telephone number. So dalam kita punya telefon tu kita ada apa digit dia? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So find the probability that the first digit of the selected number is 8. So katakan kita tulislah probability x equals to 8. So chances kita nak pilih 8 dengan chances kita nak pilih 7, chances kita nak pilih 9 tu sama je probability dia. So all together you will have apa? Kita ada n kita 1, 2, 3 up to 10 lah ya, 10. So chances dia 1/10. Kalau probability X equals to 7, again 1/10. Probability X equals to 9, 1/10. So second, find the probability that the first digit of the selected number is less and equal to 3. So less and equal to 3. Okay, so kita ada number dia apa? 0, 1, 2, 3. So termasuklah 0 juga 0, 1, 2, 3. So again, setiap satu tu 1/10, 1/10. So all together, we have 4/10. Okay, the next one, find the probability that the first digit of the selected number is more than 7. Lebih daripada 7. So that's mean kita write X greater than 7. Okay. Kalau dia bagi macam ni, tulis balik dalam bentuk matematiknya, bentuk dia macam mana? Apa yang kamu nak selesaikan? So you want to find more than 7, so X greater than 7. So you just have 8 and also 9. Okay, so again, chancesnya 2/10. Okay. And the last one, find the expected value and also your variance. So expected value, okay, kita ada half, average, A plus B. So the first value is 0, the last value is 9. So 0 plus 9, so you have 4.5. Okay, the formula tadi, kita ada half A plus B. This one, A is minimum, B is your maximum. Okay, ataupun B, A is the first one, B is the last one, last value. So next, you want to find your variance. Okay, variance sama lah tadi, kita ada variance is X, N square minus 1/12. So you have total number of your observation, kita ada 10. So divide by 12. This will give you variance. Okay, variance for uniform distribution. Okay, so itu adalah kita punya again uniform distribution stand for taburan seragam, which is the chances for each event ataupun the chances you want to get for each value, you have the same probability, which is 1/k ataupun 1/n constant there. Okay, so for example this one lah, kita ada dadu and then juga you have a digit. Okay, apa dia punya chances dia, find the probability. Okay, so itu adalah uniform distribution. That is 2 example. Okay. Mungkin dalam kamu punya, I'm not sure lah, waktu Fspm mungkin tak ada sikit, tak adalah introduction for your uniform distribution. But this one, again, for uniform distribution, either you have a discrete ataupun continuous uniform distribution. Okay. Stop this one dulu. Sekejap. Okay, kita tengok binomial distribution. Saya share saya punya slide dulu. Okay, so this one is your binomial distribution. So if we refer back to the definition, apa maksud binomial distribution ni, apa bentuk taburan dia. So actually it's coming from binomial experiment. Okay, binomial experiment. So kalau let's say if you have binomial distribution, so a trial with only 2 possible outcome. Okay, we have 2 possible outcome, which is your success or your failure. Okay, kita ada 2 je untuk binomial, success ataupun failure. So asalnya from binomial distribution ni, we build up binomial distribution ni is coming from Bernoulli trial. Okay, Bernoulli trial. So Bernoulli trial, each trial is independent with constant probability. Okay, each trial is independent. Maksudnya, katakan we have 3 trial. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3 lah, 3 kali percubaan. Okay, so the first trial does not depend on second trial. The second trial does not depend on your third trial, ataupun the first trial does not depend on your third trial, ataupun the third trial does not depend on your first trial. Okay, the process are independent. So when we mention about process are independent, again, you already learn about probability. Bila kita ada intersection, for example, A intersect with B. If 2 events are independent, you can multiply the probability, which is probability of A times probability of B. Okay, itu maksud prosesnya, independent. Once it is independent, you can multiply each trial punya probability. So again, yang kedua seterusnya kita ada constant probability. Maksudnya setiap trial tu probability dia sama. Katakan first trial P, second trial pun P. Ataupun first trial 0.6 probability of success dia. Second trial pun probability of success dia 0.6. Third trial pun probability of success dia 0.6. So itu maksud dia constant probability. Okay. So it's coming from Bernoulli trial. Process are independent. You can multiply with constant probability. Okay. So itu kita ada two possible outcome. Success or failure. Okay, for example, let's say if we have this kind of experiment. Okay, you want to flip a coin. Okay, flipping a coin 10 times. Okay, flipping a coin 10 times. So X is number of hits obtained. Okay, number of hits obtained. So kita trial tu, kita cuba sebanyak 10 kali. So katakan ada N. This is your N lah. N equals to 10. Your X is number of hits obtained. Okay. For example, let's say you flipping a coin 10 times. So berapa kali number of hits obtained? Either there is no hits obtained, only 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit, ataupun all 10 times tu semua dapat. Okay, maksudnya kat sini katakan kita dapatkan small x dia. Okay, you already learn about random variable. Small x is your value. 0 hit obtained. Only 1 hit, 2 hit, 3. Sampailah kita ada 10. Okay, probability of success. Katakan kita ada number of hits obtained. Probability of getting a hit for one trial. Probability of getting a hit, probability dia adalah half. Katakan P equals to half. Okay, X is number of hits obtained. What is the probability? What is the chances of getting a hit? So probability dia half lah. Okay, so if you want to write this one is coming from binomial distribution, you will write X tertabur ini distributed ini pilih ini binomial distribution B. Your N is equals to 10. Your probability is equals to half probability of success. Okay, N is number of trial. Okay, you repeat this process 10 times. You get probability for each trial is half, 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 half. Okay, so this is binomial distribution. You can write your notation X distributed as B dalam bracket N number of trial, okay, comma P your ataupun pi your probability of success. Okay, so itu adalah kamu punya binomial distribution. Okay, cara kita nak tulis notation dia. Okay, sama juga dalam buku ya. Cuma kat sini nanti saya go back balik dalam modul tu. Okay. So here, second question. A one machine tool produce 1% defective parts. Okay, dia ada two outcome Binomial dia ada each trial have two outcome. So success ataupun failure. Okay. A one machine tool produce 1% defective. It can be either defective, non-defective. Defective terus salah defective, non-defective. Two outcome je, defective ataupun non-defective. Probability it is defective 0.01. So X is number of defective parts in the next 25 parts produced. Maksudnya number of trial kita repeat proses tu sebanyak 25 kali. So your N is 25. Your N is 25. Your P is 0.01. Probability getting that one defective. Okay, you can write your X binomial N25 P 0.01. Okay, N25 P 0.01. So it is a binomial distribution. Kita ada N, kita ada P. Okay, 0.01. Okay, last one consider the experiment. A multiple choice test contain 10 questions. Ada 10 soalan. Each with 4 choice and you guess at each question. So X here represent number of question answered correctly. Number of question answered correctly. It can be no question answered correctly, only 1 question, 2 question, or all 10 question answered correctly. So your N is equal to 10. Probability for each trial? Apa probability of success dia? Each with 4 choice. And you are guessing at each question. What is the probability? Probability kita dapat jawapan yang betul. Satu jawapan yang betul. Okay, so your probability is 1/4. Ni. Kita ada 4 choice, so kita pilih satu, 1/4 lah. This is your N. So you can write X is binomial. N is 10. Probability of getting ataupun answered the question correctly is 1/4. Sebab dia ada 4 choice. Kalau ada 5 choice, 1/5 lah. Okay. So you have 10 question. Probability that you guess at each question, P is 1/4. So P 1/4 to remain constant for each trial. Kalau N equals to 1, probability dia sama 1/4. N equals to 2, still same. 1/4. N equals to 3 pun sama. So itu maksudnya proses trial are independent with constant probability. Setiap event ataupun setiap dia punya ni keberangkaliannya adalah sama. Okay, chances dia sama. Okay, so itu konsep for binomial distribution. Okay, is coming from Bernoulli trial. Okay, process are independent. We have 2 outcomes, success and failure, and the probability remain constant for each trial. Okay, kita tengok this one Okay, example 1 ni dulu And then I go back to the modular. Okay, here. Kalau kita refer pada first example the chance that a bit transmitted through a digital transmission channel is received in error is 0.1. Maksudnya ada ralat error. Okay. Probability dia ada error 0.1. Okay. Assume that the transmission trials are independent. Okay. Process are independent. So apa-apa kita ada probability kita nak cari, kita boleh multiply. Okay. X the number of bits in error in the next 4 bits transmitted. Okay, kita ada 4 bits. Okay, the number of bits in error. Okay, mungkin first bit tu tak ada error. Second mungkin ada. Third pun mungkin ada. So it can be since we have here next 4 bits transmitted. Okay, you want to find your probability X equals to 2. Okay. Capital X, number of bits in error in the next 4 bit transmitted. So, kamu punya value tu small x It can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, your N is equals to 4. Okay, small n So, that is your N. Kita nak dapatkan probability X equals to 2. So, X equals to 2, that means there is 2 errors. Ada 2 error. There are 2 errors. Okay. We have 2 errors. Okay, so let's say we list down dia punya outcome dulu. Okay, outcome dia. So, kita ada 4 bits transmitted. Okay, so that means first bit, second bit, the third one, the fourth one. So, kalau kita listkan all possible outcome kita punya sample space, it can be either OO ni, let's say stand for okay lah So, that's mean all bits transmitted are okay. So, O. Okay. So, X, only 1 error. Okay, sama ada okay, and then error. Ataupun okay, error here. Ataupun okay, error. Okay. So, if we have here is no bits in error. X equals to 0. Only 1 error. OOE, 1 error. OOEE, 2 errors. So, OEO, 1 error. And same thing, kita ada 2 errors, ataupun you will have 3 errors. Okay. And then same thing here, EOO. So, 1 error, EOOE. Okay. And then kita adalah kalau keempat-empat tu dalam error, which is your x is equals to 4. Okay. So number of bits in error, it can be either no error, 0, 1 error, x equals to 1, 2 errors, 3 errors, ataupun keempat-empat bits tu error. Okay. So probability dia dah bagi 0.1. Okay, let's say you want to build up, kita nak susunkan dalam bentuk table of probability function. Okay. Probability x equal to 0. Maksudnya you need to find what is your probability x equal to 0, probability x equals to 1, and then probability x equals to 2, and then probability x equals to 3, and probability x to 4. So itu yang perlu diselesaikan. So kalau probability x equals to 0, that means there is no error. So probability that error 0.1, no error. So katakan O lah ya, probability O okay tadi, 0.9. So kalau dia error 0.1, kalau there is no error, you will have 0.9. So all okay, so that means 0.9 lah to the power 4. Okay. So kalau only one error here, so ini okay. So you just have here, apa? Kita ada, okay, you will have here 0.9 cube multiply 0.1. Okay, so kalau yang ni kita ada 0.9 square times 0.1 square. Okay, that is your probability. You can compute for each value. Okay, kita can compute for probability x equal to 0. Yeah. Okay, you will have here, kamu akhirnya kita akan build up lah juga. What is your x and then what is your probability? What is your value? 0, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Okay, if you total probability here, again you will get 1. Okay, so that is how you build up your probability function. Okay, kita dah ada dalam bentuk ni, kita nak build upkan dia punya probability function. Okay, you will get probability x equals to 0, x equals to 1, x equals to 2, and so on. Okay. Okay, so ini ya, nanti saya pergi balik situ. So a random experiment consists of n Bernoulli trials such that the trials are independent. Each trial results into 2 outcomes, success and failure. Probability of success in each trial denoted as P remain constant for each one. Okay, for each trial. Okay. Properties for binomial distribution. So if you have random variable x, so x is equals to number of trial that result in success has a binomial random variable. So properties there, you have your mean and also your sigma square. So kalau mean untuk binomial n pi, whereas dia n pi 1 minus pi. Okay. So that is your properties for your binomial random variable. So kalau dah dapatkan mean, mean dia adalah n pi, whereas n pi 1 minus pi. Okay, pi itu probability of success ya. So certain reference dipakai np, benda yang sama je. Okay, np ataupun n pi lah ya. Sama. So kalau mean ex and p ataupun n pi, variance dia n pi 1 minus pi. If you want to find your standard deviation, just square root. Okay. So here you have your binomial random variable with parameters n and also p. Okay. Kita nak tulis dia punya probability function dia. So this is your probability function ncx eh. So nx ni sama juga kalau kamu tulis n cx combination pi to the power x 1 minus pi n minus x. One minus pi n minus x. Okay, so this is your probability for binomial. Okay, NCX. NX ni dia bukan dalam bentuk matrix lah. Maksudnya NX ni adalah N choose X combination. Pi to the power X, 1 minus pi to the power N minus X. Okay. Di mana NCX ni, you will have here is NCX. So N factorial, N minus X factorial, X factorial. So itu maksud NCX combination. N factorial, N minus X factorial, X factorial. Okay. So in your calculator, NCR lah combination. Okay, so this one again, kita nak build up dia punya binomial distribution. So this one is actually your binomial probability function. NCX, pi to the power X, 1 minus pi to the power N minus X. Okay, katakan yang tadi ni. Okay, kita nak tulis dalam bentuk binomial distribution. So macam mana kita nak tulis? Kita dah tahu pi dah. Probability of error 0.1. So that is your success. So why this one is a success? Because X represent number of bits in error in the next 4 bits transmitted. So number of bits in error ni adalah, walaupun error, so itu adalah consider sebagai kamu ya success. So given dia probability dia adalah 0.1. So if you want to write this one in terms of probability function, so kita akan ada probability X equals to X. And tadi 4, for choose X, you punya probability in error tadi 0.1. Okay. To the power X, okay, 0.9. You punya failure, N minus X ataupun 4 minus X. Okay, so this one 4 minus X, X 0, 1, 2. Okay, so that one is your binomial distribution. So kita dah tulis tadi, this is the process of trial. Okay, the process are independent. So you want to choose, you have 4 bits transmitted, so your N is equals to 4. So NCX, so 4 choose X, your probability in error is 0.1, so 0.1 to the power X, and then the balance there 0.9, 1 minus 0.1 to the power N minus X, from X 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 4. So that is your binomial distribution. Ya, macam mana kita nak tuliskan dalam bentuk binomial distribution. This one Okay, saya stop sharing this one. Saya go back kepada modul Sekejap. Okay, again, binomial discrete. So again, dia punya proses eksperimen dia. So again, here your definition sama je. NCX. Okay, dia punya maksud dia. Pi to the power X, 1 minus pi to the power N minus X. So X result 0 up to N. So kalau kita nak tulis dalam bentuk notation, kita tulis macam ni lah. X is distributed as binomial N pi. N number of trial ataupun you punya number of you nak handle experiment. Okay. Pi is your probability of success. Okay, so that one. Okay, dia punya properties tadi, expected value and also your variance. So EX is N pi, your variance X is N pi, 1 minus pi. Kau punya variance tadi sigma square. So mu N pi, sigma square dia N pi, 1 minus pi. Okay, properties tadi Okay, yang ni. Kita tengok task 4.2. Okay, kita nak decide, sama juga yang tadi, soalan yang saya dah tunjuk tadi, saya dah discuss tadi, example tadi. For the following example, decide whether X is a binomial random variable ataupun tidak. If it is a binomial random variable, so state its parameters. Okay, maksudnya apa dia punya parameter dia? Parameter dia tadi, kalau let's say X is binomial, kita nak ini. Apa dia punya N, apa dia punya pi dia, probability of success dia. Okay, so kalau kita tengok soalan ni, nombor 1 ni. The probability that a tourist in KL stays more than 5 days is 0.45. So 36 tourists were interviewed. X represent number of tourists who stayed more than 5 days in KL. Is it a binomial random variable ataupun tidak? Okay, how you want to identify? Do you have N? Do you have pi from this question? The first one? Yes or no? If yes, what is the distribution for this one? Macam mana kita nak identify dia? The probability that a tourist in KL stays more than 5 days is 0.45. So this is your probability. So 36 tourists were interviewed. Kita pilih 36 tourists. X ni apa? X represent number of tourists who stayed more than 5 days. So it can be no tourists stay for more than 5 days, only 1, 2, ataupun all 36. So again, this one is a binomial distribution. Since you can write X is binomial, and the 36 probability dia 0.5. Okay, because you already stated probability that a tourist in KL stays more than 5 days is 0.45. So itu probability of success kamu, pi kamu. Kita pilih 36 tourist. Your N is 36. So X binomial distributed N 36 pi 0.45. Okay, boleh? Ada soalan kan? Question number 1 ni? Can you identify whether this one is binomial ataupun tidak? Okay, so second question. Okay, second question here. A box contains 30 blue marbles and 40 green marbles. 30 blue marbles, 40 green marbles. 10 marbles are randomly selected without replacement. Let X be the number of blue marbles selected. Is it a binomial random experiment ataupun binomial random variable? Binomial ke tidak? Yes or no? So kalau yes, dia memenuhi syarat-syarat tadi lah. The N, ada pi, process are independent. So this one. Apa jawapan dia? Yes ke tidak? Okay, ada justification tak? Kenapa yes, kenapa? Jawab apa yes? Okay, Basmin jawab yes. Adrian cakap no. Yang lain? Undecided. Ada lagi tak nak tulis jawapan? Is it yes or is it no? Okay, why is yes? Kalau yes, kenapa? Why is no, kenapa? Mesti ada punya justification dia. You have a box contain 30 blue marbles, 40 green marbles. 10 marbles are randomly selected without replacement. Maksudnya ambil, letak balik lah. Okay. So X represent number of blue marbles selected. Okay. So again here, this one, dia kalau bentuk macam ni, probability dia is not given directly. Okay. Ya betul. Okay, betul. Yup, message private. Okay, yes, okay. So kena check dia punya proses tu, dia fulfill tak? Process trial are independent. Probability remain constant for each trial. Okay, and then kita boleh tulislah dalam bentuk N dan juga pi. Okay. Untuk soalan nombor 2 ni, this one is a not binomial experiment. Okay, it's not binomial experiment. Okay, again lah. Probability dia should remain constant for each trial. Maksudnya setiap trial tu, probability dia sepatutnya sama. Tapi kalau kat sini, mungkin berbeza. Okay. So again, your X here, number of blue marbles selected. So it can be either, kita punya outcome lah. Okay. Sepatutnya this one adalah, apa ya, taburan yang akan belajar lah. Maksudnya probability biasalah kalau kamu nak draw tree diagram. So it's okay lah. You can solve this one. But this one is again, this one is not a binomial experiment. So kalau binomial experiment, your N trials tu must be independent. Okay, and then kita dapatlah dia punya probability. Okay, so question number 2 ni, bukannya tidak memenuhi dia punya syarat dia. Okay, question number 3. A manufacturer produce tiles. The probability that a piece of tile is defective is 0.12. Already given probability of success. Yeah. In a sample of 25 tiles randomly chosen, X be the number of defective tiles. So X be the number of defective tiles. It can be either 0, there is no defective, 1 defective, and so on. Okay, probability there remain constant for each trial, okay, which is 0.12. So you can write this one. This one is a binomial experiment, and 25, 0.12 is your probability. Okay, so this one is a binomial experiment. Okay, last one. An employer randomly selects 3 new employees from a total of 20 applicants. 12 men, 8 women. X is the number of men who are hired. Kalau yang ni, okay, so this one pun is not a binomial experiment. Okay, yang berbezanya kamu punya probability tu. Okay, sebab probability dia should remain constant. Okay, so that one dia idea dia. Okay, faham macam mana nak identify taburan binomial ataupun tidak. Okay, so kalau binomial, probability for each one, each trial tu remain constant for each process lah, and the process are independent. And then you can write what is your X distributed as B binomial, what is your N, what is your pi. If you are able to write that one, so that one will become a binomial distribution. Okay. Okay, kita tengok dulu macam mana kita nak compute dia punya value. Okay. So kita dah tahu kita punya probability function dia, this one, NCX pi to the power x, 1 minus pi to the power n minus x. Okay, kita complete dulu task 4.3, task 4.4. Yang the rest tu nanti esok kita tengok macam mana nak baca table. Okay. So task 4.3. Suppose that x is a binomial random variable with n equals to 8, your pi is 0.35. Okay. So you want to find exactly probability x equals to 3. So again, dalam binomial random variable, you have to remember that this one is a discrete. So when we mention about discrete, ada equality, tak ada equality, dia memainkan peranan. Okay. So kalau x is a binomial random variable, n equals to 8, pi 0.35, you want to find probability x equals to 3. Okay, the first one. So kita guna probability mass function dia, which is probability, okay, NCX, pi to the power x, 1 minus pi to the power n minus x. Okay. Okay. Okay, n minus x, okay, you want to find probability x equals to 3. You have here is x binomial, n equals to 8. Okay, and then pi 0.35. So probability x equals to 3. So we have here 8, choose 3. Okay, so 0.35 to the power 3. So balance here 0.65, yeah? So 8 minus 3, so to the power 5. Okay, cuba compute. Use your calculator to compute this one. Okay, bagi jawapan kalau 4 decimal point lah. Yeah. Okay, you get the answer 0.2786. Okay, the first one. Okay, 0.2786. Okay, next you want to find probability x less than 2. Okay, probability x less than 2. So probability x less than 2, it does not include 2. It does not include 2. Kejap. Okay, so we just proceed dulu. Probability x less than 2. So probability x less than 2, that means does not include 2. Okay, does not include 2. So what you want to solve is just probability x less than or equals to 1. Saya tulis dulu ni. Sini. Okay, x less than or equals to 1. Okay, what is probability x less than or equals to 1? So you will have probability x equals to 0 plus probability x equals to 1. So kita guna manually dulu. Manually maksud saya guna formula probability function dulu. So masukkan setiap satu. Okay. So again here you get it, choose 0, okay, 0.35. Okay. So 0.65 to the power 8 plus 8, choose 1, 0.35 to the power 1, 0.65 to the power 7. Okay. So bagi jawapan dalam bentuk 4 decimal point. Okay, masukkan, use your calculator. Okay, this one berapa tadi? 0.691 Same answer. Okay. Okay, cuba kira probability x greater or equals to 2. Okay. Kalau probability x greater or equals to 2, takkanlah kita nak kira 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So jalan kerjanya panjang. So kita guna konsep yang kita ada. So apa konsep dia? 1 minus. Okay, does not include 2. Does not, sorry. Include 2, 2, 3 and so on. So kita akan tolak 1 minus probability x less than or equals to 1. Okay, sebab kita nak 2, 3, 4 dan seterusnya. So probability x greater or equals to 2 is the same thing if you write 1 minus probability x less than or equals to 1. So probability x less than or equals to 1, you already compute 0.1691. So we just substitute 1 minus 0.1691. Okay, kira lah ya. Okay, so you get the value. So 0.8309. Dapat ya? Okay, konsep dia 2, 3 sampai 8. Tak logik lah kalau kamu nak kira setiap satu tu panjang. So the best way 1 minus. Okay, because total probability is equals to 1. Okay, dia apply juga kat sini lah ya. Same thing. Okay, number 4. So x between 3, 3 less than x less than or equals to 6. Okay, 3 less than x less than equals to 6. So yang kita nak adalah probability. 3 tak masuk, so kita nak apa? Probability x equals to 4. Probability x equals to 5. Plus probability x equals to 6. So buat satu-satu. So 8 choose 4. Okay, 0.35 to the power 4. 8, 0.65 plus 8 choose 5, 8 choose 6. Okay, total up, what is the probability? Okay, cuba dulu this one. Dapat jawapan apa tu? Okay, dapat tak? Okay, cuba kira yang nombor 4 tu. Okay, double check You should get here. Dapat 0.29. 2900 here. 900. Betul tak? Okay. Dapat check saya punya jawapan. In case. Okay. So probability x equals to 4. Probability x equals to 5. Plus probability x equals to 6. So kaedahnya sama lah. So gantikan setiap satu. 8 choose 4, 0.35 to the power 4, balance dia 0.65 to the power 4, 8 choose 5, dan 8 choose 6 lah. Okay. So the last one, 5 and 6. You want to find your EX, and then you also want to find your variance X. EX variance X. So here EX kita. Okay. So EX formula tadi, properties tadi kita dah tahu tadi binomial. So this one n pi variance n pi 1 minus pi. So kalau boleh expected value dengan variance for binomial ni hafal lah ya, sebab biasa selalu dipakai. EX n pi variance dia n pi 1 minus pi. So in this case your EX 8 times 0.35. Okay, kalau variance dia 8 times 0.35 times 0.65. Okay. So 2.8, satu lagi variance dia 1.8 tu. Okay, so that is mean and also your variance. Kalau diberi tanya pula apa dia punya standard deviation. So standard deviation kamu square root je lah nilai variance tu. Okay, sekejap. Okay, sorry ya. Okay, again, kita dah dapat that one. So this one, you just compute je lah. You punya mean and also you punya variance dia. Okay. So again, proses yang sama ya. Kita cuba buat this one, task 4.4. Okay, kamu proceed dengan task 4.4 tu. Okay, kita proceed dulu task 4.4. Untuk kelas esok, make sure dah ada table ya. Kalau ada yang tak ada lagi ke? Table ni binomial. Esok kita akan tengok cara nak baca table lah ya. Sebab saya tak boleh saya kena share screen and the same time kamu kena refer pada kamu punya apa? Kamu punya table sendiri jugalah supaya lebih faham. Okay. Okay, kita tengok this one. Kita ada n equals to 15. Your pi is 0.12. Okay. So, kita nak dapatkan dia punya probability dia for each value lah. The same thing. Okay. So, first start tu by writing again. Kamu punya konsep dia x binomial. N equals to 15. Your pi dia 0.12. Okay, this one. So, kamu nak dapat probability x equals to 10. Okay. So, exactly 10. So, the same thing. So, that's mean here, nanti kamu you all kira. So, 15, choose 10. Okay, 0.12 to the power 10. So, balance dia kita ada 1 minus 0.12. So, kita ada apa? 0.88 So, 0.88 to the power 5. So, give into 4 decimal point lah. Kalau boleh 4 decimal point. Okay. So, itu exactly 10. So, probability x less than or equals to 3. Okay, probability x less than or equals to 3. So, the same thing. So, yang kita nak, okay, kita start from 1 ya. X equals to 1 plus, sorry. Okay, 0 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, saya lupa nak mention Okay, kamu punya binomial distribution. Okay, dia. Starting value dia. Okay, you start from x equals to 0, 1, 2, up to n. Okay, so n choose x, pi to the power x, 1 minus pi to the power n minus x. So starting value dia start from 0, 1, 2, up to n lah. N tu fix lah. So dalam case ni kita ada probability x less than or equal to 3. So kita nak probability x equal to 0 plus probability x equals to 1 plus probability x equals to 2 plus probability x equals to 3. Okay, so repeat the same process. So you get 15 choose 0, pi to the power 0, and then 1 minus pi to the power balance dia kita ada 15 lah. Okay, and then find 15 choose 1, sampailah kita ada 15 choose 3. Okay, so this one probability x greater than 12. Okay, x greater than 12. Okay, so kalau x greater than 12, so again yang kita nak adalah x equals to 13 plus x equals to 14 plus probability x equals to 15. So you need to compute one by one lah. Guna balik dia punya probability function dia. Okay, so ini pun sama. Kalau x between 10 and 13. Okay, between 10 and 13. So what you want to find is probability x equals to 11, x equals to 12. 11 and 12 lah sebab antara 10 dan 13. Tak termasuk 10, tak termasuk 13. So 11 dan 12 je. Okay. So this one, kalau 6, from 6 up to 9. So what you want to find is probability x equals to 6. Okay. X equals to 7. X equals to 8 plus probability x equals to 9. That one Okay, last E3 expected value of 3x. Okay, dah find dulu apa dia punya expected value of x. So kalau expected value of x 15 times 0.12. Okay, E 3x, so 3 dx lah. So, kamu dapatlah 15 multiply with 0.12, kita dapat apa? Okay, so that's mean 3 1.8. So get the answer. So kalau variance for x. So first you already have your variance dulu. Dapatkan variance x. So variance x pi 1 minus pi. Okay, kita ada apa? And 15 pi 0.12, 1 minus pi 0.88. Okay, so get the answer for this one 15 1.584 your variance. But now you want to find variance for x. So again, 16 variance x. So 16 multiplied with 1.5. So get the answer here. Okay. So cuba kira betul? So that's mean kita dah ada tadi probability dia. Okay, kita ada n equals to 15. Your pi is 0.12. Okay, yang kita buat ni adalah menggunakan probability function. Kita gunakan formula probability function. So formula probability function is this one. NCX pi to the power x, 1 minus pi to the power n minus x. Your x start from 0 up to n. Okay, dalam kamu punya list of formula, diberilah formula ni. Okay. Again, properties here, mean and pi, variance and pi 1 minus pi. Okay. You need to find what is your probability. So first step, we use probability function dulu. Okay. Once kita dah belajar state stable tu, kita gunalah state stable. Macam mana nak selesaikan dia punya probability dulu. Yeah. So again, this one kita dah ada n equals to 15, pi 0.12. So cuba tulis dulu dalam bentuk distribution. X distributed as B, dalam dia parameter dia, n dan juga your pi. And then baru kamu solve lah. Kamu nak cari apa exactly 10 ke, less than ke, greater than ke. Tengok dia punya konsep dia. Okay. And then also finding your mean and also your variance in here. Okay. So untuk esok tu nanti kita akan masuk macam mana kita nak baca daripada table. Okay, jadual kebarangkalian binomial lah. Kalau let's say in case semua dah ada ke table? Ada tak? Semua dah ada ke table? Ada ya? Okay, so that one. So again, we will use the stats table how you want to find directly from your statistical table lah ya. Okay. Sebab dalam konsep table probabilities ni, table of binomial, konsep dia kumulatif. Okay, kumulatif. So kalau kumulatif maksudnya less than or equal. So if you have greater than, less than, greater than or equal, kamu kena tukar sikit dia punya bentuk dia. Supaya kita boleh baca menggunakan kumulatif binomial probabilities. Okay. I'm not sure during your SPM tu mungkin N yang diberi tu tak terlalu besar lah kot. Saya pun tak bahasa ataupun exactly. Kalau exactly macam ni, probability X equals to 10, memang kita boleh gunakan kita punya probability function. Masuk value lah. 15 choose 10, apa-apa dia punya tu. Tapi kalau melipatkan terlampau banyak untuk calculate, for example lah, you want to find probability katakan X greater or equals to 2. Okay, maksudnya kita ada 2, 3, 4, 5 sampai 15. Takkan kita lagi ke? So of course lah kita guna balik stat stable yang kita ada. Okay, dia punya approach dia. Okay So anything you want to ask before I end it here? Ini saya stop sini dulu. Esok kita tengok macam mana kita nak baca your stat stable. Okay, then we do some exercise. Okay, sebab saya akan cover sampai binomial. Nanti Dr. Nora Slinda akan cover sampai start from Poisson lah. Ini pun tak banyak sangat. Okay. Okay, I share back your attendance. So, I think I just ended here for today's class. Oh, satu lagi. Oh, okay. Saya tak tanda lagi you all punya test tu. Nanti saya start tanda mungkin hari Selasa lah kot. Hari Selasa kalau kita sempat discuss, kita akan discuss on hari Selasa. Okay. Okay, so thank you everyone. Assalamualaikum.